Boxer Adrien Broner was kicked off Cameron's It Is What It Is podcast after repeatedly flirting with co-host Stat Baby, ignoring multiple warnings and her discomfort. Cameron stopped the interview, paid Broner, and asked him to leave.
Let's take a look.
You look so good in person.
Thank you.
For
I
real.
appreciate that.
Hey,
What you waste that? I love you. What a guy. I'm sorry. My bad, y'all. My bad.
Arabia, is that a real background?
Hey, Stat, could you stop
Yes.
Can you stop smiling? You.
Arabia is.
nah, yo, bro, some G, yo, bro, some G, so we gotta.
Oh,
my boyfriend here, yo.
alright. Oh, shit.
I told you that.
My bad.
Nah, like it's all like. Okay, because we can move on to football then.
Stat. Oh my God.
Just that. Let's do the football. I guess that answered the question about Floyd. When I see you taking off some
I'm
time,
mesmerized by Stat.
this nigga here, bro.
I did not know you looked that good in person. My bad, bro. You're amazing.
All right, hey, we gonna have to ask you to go, my nigga. I mean, I have to ask you to go, man. I'm gonna pay you for your time, for being here. I appreciate you. But I love you, my nigga.
I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, no. I can't. I asked you the first time. I don't have no problems with you, but I'm gonna pay you for your time. But you can't violate, bro. I told you that.
I'm not, though. I'm not.
Nah, I told you niggas boyfriends are here. You know when my brother
Oh,
and all
shit,
that.
my bad, bro. My bad.
Nah. But I appreciate your time.
Afterward, Cameron called Broner out publicly for his behavior, labeled him a junkie and an alkie. The incident highlights the importance of respecting boundaries, especially in public platforms. Stat Baby hasn't commented in detail, but her discomfort was obvious. Should podcast hosts set stricter boundaries? When does banter cross the line? The incident has people talking about respect and professionalism in public settings, and what happens when those lines are crossed. Hey, I mean, I think in the situation was taken care of right then and there. And I applaud that host for taking care of his people like that. He's like, he told him, he gave him a warning.
Yeah.
He gave him one more, and he obviously couldn't get over himself because that's not what he was there for.
Obviously.
And so he had to ask him to leave, and that's called protecting your people. And give that man a round of applause, because you know a lot of people would just laugh it off and whatever, you know. But he stood on business, and he protected his people, so you can't be mad at that.
I mean, like, for women, like, what do you do in that situation? Do you want the host or any guy to step up and, like, put a stop to it? Is that the only way, or could she have spoken up at least? Because it seemed like she was just laughing, having a good time, and it seemed like she was just egging him on. But I don't know.
So honestly, you know, it really is. You'd really have to ask her that. But I know a lot of the times laughing is just a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
Because like I said, women have gotten killed over rejected men.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He's there for an interview, and at the end of the day, she don't know if people are gonna step up and defend her. If she was to be like, you know, I'm not comfortable, like maybe she didn't want to kill the vibe. Sometimes I know women feel like there's a lot of pressure on them to not kill the vibe or be that person.
True.
or they being too uptight. So a lot of women's response is to laugh.
Yeah.
Is to giggle it off. And a lot of times that is just them being uncomfortable because they don't know what to do in their situation. They don't know if they're going to get assaulted. They don't know if they're going to get killed. Like, this is real fear in everyday life for women.
Yeah.
That is literally a textbook defense mechanism, is just to laugh it off. Because she wasn't saying anything. She was just laughing.
She's like moving on.
That's why I was like, I wouldn't say she was egging it on. I just think she was nervous. Like, because if, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like some women that are feeling it, they might have some banter back. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he gave her a compliment. She said, thank you. And after that, all she did was laugh. She really didn't have a response for him after that. And I think that was just kind of her like, okay.
So, like, just move on from
Mm-hmm.
that. But Cameron said on Instagram, I can't have people disrespecting my crew and expect a platform here. Stat Baby's real name is Treasure Wilson. She's an established sports analysis. Broner's history with controversy predates this, including previous public outbursts and legal issues. The episode's video has gone viral, racking up millions of views in just days. Several fans and media personalities have publicly praised Cameron for protecting his co-host and setting a standard for podcast conduct. Does this what light do you agree with Cameron on Broner, basically? They use an alky. And
I don't know anything about that extra stuff. They obviously, he must know that man more so than I don't know anything about him outside of he a boxer.
yeah,
So I don't know. I have no idea if maybe he came in there and maybe he was intoxicated or something. I don't know,
yeah,
but he obviously wasn't on topic. Well, for what they brought him there, because at the end of the day, they brought you there and you're getting paid. They brought you there for an interview. He didn't bring you there to
flirt,
riz up his co-host the whole time. You there for a reason.
True.
And he was still courteous enough to still pay him. You know what I mean? For his time.
Yeah,
Even though he didn't accomplish what they brought him there for. So,
right.
So he did what he needed to do. Like, at the end of the day, even if it's a podcast, it's a talk show, it's still a job. You're still getting paid for it. And I think people kind of forget that. The professionalism a lot of time kind of flies out the window.
Mm-hmm. I think he was too comfortable too.
Yeah.
He thought, hey, I'm just gonna let this fly, and I guess caught off guard, saying, hey, you gotta go.
And I don't feel like she needs to the girl needs to make a statement that the man he protected her, and I don't think she would come out and make a statement either, because all people are gonna do is try to dissect that. It was taken care of. That's why I said it was taken care of right then and there. Nothing further really needs to be said.
Yeah.
He took care of it. He protected her the best he felt he should, and the situation was nipped in the bud and over. So I think it all went how it should have went.
Yeah. Cameron did the right thing by shutting it down. So when Broner wouldn't quit protecting Stat Baby and the integrity of the show, if you're in the public eye, professionalism matters. So the solution: be direct, have clear rules, and don't hesitate to act if someone crosses the line. Yeah, and true, ladies, speak up for yourself too. And I know you don't want to put that on a man, and men need to start reading the room and see the uncomfortable situation that your co-host or any woman is under, and step up and do the right thing for sure.